You're so nice. I'm just like, fuck you guys are not. You're like, make the best of it. I'm like, I've already burned enough bridges. I don't give a shit. Fuck this person. Suck my ass.
Suck my ass is such a good one to say.
So fun to say.
It is, because you think about what it would look like.
It's gross.
Steph Infection.
Hi, everybody. Thank you for listening to Steph Infection. I gotta plug my tour dates because I keep forgetting to do this. So, Atlanta, Georgia, I'm doing one night, August 22nd, and I'll be in Charleston, South Carolina, August 23rd, 24th. And I just dropped a massive Canadian tour today. So please, it's my first theater tour. Please, please, please come to this. Halifax, September 20th, Ottawa, September 21st, Victoria, November 8th, and Vancouver, November 9th. punchup.live/Steph Tolev. Please come see me live. Bye. Welcome to Steph Infection. Guess what? We have another Steph. Steph Barkley, how are we?
I'm doing great. I'm so happy to be here.
Are you?
Yeah, no, like I'm a big fan.
I'm a big fan. So this is weird. Well, this is our first time meeting officially in person. And I started seeing you because people were tagging me in your stuff going, you'd like her.
Oh, really? That's so nice.
It was nice. It was a lot of, because your dad character, it was that man character too. That everyone was like, oh my God, Steph, you must know her. Do you and everyone right away thought we knew each other because we both would wear mustaches.
That's great. Okay. Yeah, that's great. I think that like women that can understand like the comedy and make sometimes it's fun. Like men are funny like to laugh at. So sometimes it's fun to be like, like.
But do your videos do well? Every time I put a mustache on, my video bombs.
Oh, totally. Like they're like, no, we want to see you be a woman. We want to see you be sexy. And you're like, no, that's not really making me laugh.
Yeah. They're like, I watched you. I don't know what video did you post yesterday where you're that woman in that long. When you were lifting up your knees absurdly high for no reason to walk down the steps. I don't know why that was so stupid, but I laughed so hard at it.
That makes me happy. I mean, that's why we do this, right? My mom. That's like it's an exaggeration of my mom character.
Okay.
Of my mom, yeah. She walks like goofy, and I don't walk like that. Yes, you do.
Yes, you do. You don't realize that you walk.
I mean, you are the reason that I found out that you can make a saved playlist in IG. So when I would show people like your video, I'd be scrolling down. I'd be like, you got to see this video. And then I couldn't find the damn thing. I'd be like, fuck. And so then I would find it and I'm like, I have to save this. And so I saved it. It's called Steph Tolev Falling.
That's okay.
Yes. So now I have 3 of them in there.
Well, there's going to be more. Those
Please,
never end.
yes, because they bring me so much joy. And it's just the physical comedy is so fantastic.
Over the top physical comedy is what I find humorous.
Yeah, when you got back up from the pond and then you kicked yourself up again and you're like, it's just, I was like, that's gold.
It does hurt. Those like the falling hurts and the fake falling, it's a workout.
Yeah, and you could do stunts.
I could do stunts.
Like
should I do stunts?
I mean, I say for the extra buck. I remember after I was done like with all the pregnant baby stuff. I remember I was like, I could do stunts now. I can hit things and not worry if I'm hurting anything in there.
And there you go.
Yeah.
So let's get into how you started quickly. We'll do this quickly before the body stuff because I want to know. I want to know how you started. Wow, Susan's loving you right now. I want to know how you started. Like you got into all this comedy stuff, and
I've been. I don't want to like bore. I'm gonna do the shortest version I can.
Do the quick one, yes.
Okay. I've been around in the way like where I started. I think it was like I never thought that acting would be like it wasn't from my parents' point of view, right? Oh, it's not smart. Even when I went to school for art, they're like, do graphic design. Can you imagine? Oh. Sorry for anyone that does graphic design. It's just awful. So I went to school for art, but they don't tell you what to do for a career when you do that. They're like, good luck.
So what were you like drawing? Like what were you doing? Painting?
I was drawing, I was painting, I was sculpting, and then I was like, what am I gonna do? I am like self-sufficient, right? So I was like, I remember I'm skipping forward. Okay, looking at the back of DVDs and being like, production designer. Okay. I think I want to get into this. So I start putting things together, start working at theaters in Chicago, doing scenic stuff, start creating a portfolio. Then I just boldly would reach out to designers like before all this stuff that we have now.
Yeah.
And
it's like cold calling?
Yeah, I remember like I got in touch with like the designer of like inventing the Abbots or something. Here's the thing. I would reach out to like, say you reach out to 25, you get one back. I'd be like, okay, well, here we go. I have a meeting. Yeah. And then, so anyways, I got into that. I did that until I I did that until I got burnt out, and it's thankless. It can be thankless. It can be rewarding, but ultimately you tear down, you strike the job.
Yeah.
And so I was working on SNL doing the art direction for like they do film unit. They do like a sketch outside of the stage. And so I was working there on season 38 or something, and I was also doing UCB in New York at the time, and so it slowly, I think Vine had just come out too, so I was starting to play with that, doing way too much production behind my Vine just to like get an idea out. I would redo like I Love Lucy stuff. I would do like puppet stuff, and then I remember working and being like, they should have said that line that way. Like they should have, you just are like, what am I? And I think I was just at the point where I was like, I got to cold turkey stop this. I got to cold turkey just really like take a leap of faith.
Yeah.
And so slowly, like I remember taking one or two more jobs. I production designed Sharknado 2.
Whoa, cool.
Yeah, award winning. But I remember being psyched to like. I remember that was like the last job that I had an agent at the time for that, and they were like, "Do you want to do this?" I'm like, "Yeah." I already have the Blu-ray for the first one.
Yeah,
definitely. So I remember moving here and then going back to New York to do that, and then I was like. It's hard because you have money coming in, right? Because and you're like,
this is nice.
Yeah, it's nice because
because I'm going to go to something that has no money.
Yeah,
for
exactly.
A long time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And most of the time, right? You never know. It's like ding. So I did that last one, and then I was just boom. I just started making stuff. Then you get, brands would reach out. I was like, okay, I can survive.
Yeah.
I
miss the whole brand thing.
Yeah.
I think I'm too dirty that any brand is like, nah.
I
never got fuck. I did one Cheesy's brand and I never, for vegan cheese.
No, there's brands out there that would be lucky to have you. They would love to have you.
I'd love some money. I'd love a brand. Okay, be honest. Is there a spicy scene in a movie, TV show, or book that you like to return to again and again? For me, it's obviously the carriage scene from season 3 of Bridgerton. That is until I found Dipsea. For listeners of the show, Dipsea is offering an extended 30-day free trial when you go to dipseastories.com/Steph. That's 30 days of full access for free when you go to dipseastories.com/Steph. dipseastories.com/Steph. Say bye-bye to your overpriced wireless plan. Switch to Mint Mobile. All plans come with high-speed data and unlimited talk and text delivered on the nation's largest 5G network. Get this new customer offer and your new 3-month premium wireless plan for just $15 a month. Go to mintmobile.com/Steph. $45 upfront payment required, equivalent to $15 a month. New customers on first 3-month plan only. Speed slower above 40G on unlimited plan. Additional taxes, fees, and restrictions apply. See Mint Mobile for details. Wait, were you how hard was that when you were on SNL watching that to be like, I want to do this, but I'm like the fucking production person? That would have killed me.
Yeah, it was a little bit like but like you get to a certain point in production design. I don't know if someone's gonna like call me out for this, but you get to a certain point where you're like, this is as best I can get.
Everyone's gonna call you out for everything.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what you say.
So
someone's annoyed by it. It's so annoying.
It is. It's truly annoying. But you get to a certain point where you're like, well, it becomes political. Like you don't know. Like this would be it. Like this. If I'm not happy here, like what's next? You're gonna always end up doing that. Whether it's a show, I was working with a really cool designer that's on SNL still. Like she's so incredibly talented. But you have people like Bravo. You have all these. You're like, is this filling my soul? And it wasn't for me.
No.
So yeah.
And now, have you auditioned for SNL?
Yeah, I've auditioned for SNL. I've sent my tapes into SNL.
I sent my tape into SNL 15 years straight.
Yeah.
Didn't get a single live audition.
Hey, they're lost, baby.
I was like. People are always like, go on SNL. You can just walk on SNL.
I know.
That's how things fucking work.
I know. I remember
then
being there and being
like,
is this that fun? Like, I'd be working there and be like, wow, I've been up for 20 hours. Like, it's not healthy.
It is not healthy at all.
No.
It's crazy hours.
Yeah.
I don't know how anyone does it. And I'm always like, I don't tell you. Of course, I would have wanted to.
Of course, sure.
I got smug and I sent him my Netflix tape. I was like, and I still
Good
get a
for
live
you.
audition. I was like, fuck off. I'm done with this shit. Or Michael's is Canadian. It's Canadian. I assumed I get one live audition.
Come on now. Yeah, it's all
But
what's
I feel like you don't
timing
need,
and then a lot of other things, right?
Yeah, and I feel like you don't need that now. You're doing well.
Oh, thanks for saying that. Yeah, you always just want to make the best of every opportunity.
Yes.
So
You're so nice. I'm just like, fuck you guys. You're not. You're like, make the best of every opportunity. I'm like, I've already burned enough bridges. I don't give a shit. Fuck this person. Suck my ass. But that's great.
Suck my ass is such
Suck
a good
my
one
ass
to
is
say.
so fun to say. And I
It
love
is.
saying it.
It's because you think about what it would look like.
It's gross. Lips, because I feel like when you say suck your ass, do your lips go around the whole butt?
I would think like human centipede style.
Oh yeah. I never watched that, but
Don't.
I've seen so much stuff.
I turned it off.
It was stitched onto the.
I
butt,
wanted to
right?
watch. I wanted to get through it and say I did it.
It's like I never saw Two Girls One Cup. I'm not going to see it.
No,
It's like I've never seen Ron Jeremy's penis, and I'm never going to see it,
I haven't either.
and I never want to see it
Yeah, no.
in my life. If anyone sends it to me, DMs me, I'll be so mad, and I will block you. And that's my big threat. And I will block you.
Okay. Watch this. You get a ding, ding, ding,
You'll
ding,
never
ding,
see
ding,
my
ding.
disgusting humor again. It's on you. Okay, so that's great. So you're out here now, just fucking doing it.
Yeah,
Did you go on that cruise with Clayton?
No, I didn't. I
Okay.
didn't. That would have been fun. That was it. I love that.
Would it have?
I mean, it's because I love Clayton, I love Laura, and
I
I think
love
that
them.
I think that
I love Libby. I
yeah.
love Chelsea. I love them.
I think
But
Chelsea's
I'm like,
hilarious.
On a cruise
It's a cruise. So
with
you
all
have to-
those people.
My husband's like, no cruise. We're never doing cruises. I'm like, I remember the one cruise I really liked was like exploring the islands of Alaska with my grandmother before she passed away.
I just did that cruise.
Great cruise.
That's a nice cruise.
It's okay because you're like,
It's also grandma. Was he on Princess? Was
Yeah.
it Grandma cruise? Was it?
oh, I don't know.
Okay. I was like, I
you
was,
know,
I
like-
was on the Grandma cruise.
You know, like I had like a little roadie with me all the time.
Oh, yeah,
Wherever I
yeah,
walked,
yeah.
had my
You
little
have
like
your
I
little
made a
sips.
sippy cup in the room.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And you make the best of it. And I love, Alaska's. I love Alaska.
I loved Alaska except Anchorage.
Yeah.
What's wrong with
Because you're
that
like,
place?
because you're like, it's like going to Oahu. You're like, no, I want to get into the nature.
I'm gonna get out of this. Even like the mountains weren't helping that city. I was like, something's up here. It's
Too
like,
much city.
It's like you're so nice. It was meth. It was meth. It was disgusting.
I haven't been there in
The sun
a long
wouldn't
while.
go down. I'm like, the sun should never come up here. The sun should.
There probably
never
is
be
a
up.
lot of meth because of the sun being
I
up all the
don't
time.
know how people live there. No offense,
No offense.
but again, move out of Anchorage, Alaska. Unless you have to be there. I don't know why you'd simply be there.
Yeah, it'd have to be a work situation, I think, or fam.
Do you? So what's your schedule? Are you doing 9 to 5? Like, how do you work with your schedules? Like
Every
Every
day.
day?
No, I'm not. I feel like I actually I was gonna say like you keep a tight ship. I can tell that you're organized, and that's very. I look up to that discipline, and I'm trying to be better about that for myself. I mean, every day is kind of like hope we make it out of here alive. Because I have 2 kids and paying a mortgage, and it's like
fuck.
yeah, it's a fuck. It's a fuck.
That's crazy. I
yeah.
have 2 kids.
yeah.
How old are you? That's rude to ask.
No, it's not. 41.
Oh my god, I thought you were younger than me. I'm 39.
Okay.
You pumped out too.
Yeah.
I think I'm too late. I've missed the boat.
No, you're not.
I didn't freeze anything.
No, you.
Might have lupus. It's a whole thing going on. It's a whole thing. It's a real.
Listen,
lupus.
listen. I thought I was gonna freeze something, and then I didn't. And I just was like, I had met like I had been married before, got divorced, met my husband real soon after that. Then I was like, I don't care about getting married, and I said, we were like, should we have kids? I'm like, yeah. We did all that. I was about to do all that stuff, and then it was like, let's just if we want to do this, let's just have kids now.
Yeah.
I'll figure out the rest later, and that's what we did.
Okay.
Yeah. And sure enough, didn't need to do any of that, and I know that's not the same for everybody, but if you want to do it, go for it. Because, to make it work, it's like, you have Susan here, you take him with you where you go. You don't have to go back to, you don't have to move to, Wisconsin.
No, I'm not going to Wisconsin.
Sorry, Erin, my best friend in Wisconsin.
Does she listen to this?
I know, she might be.
She will because you're on. Yeah.
Yeah, so, you just make it work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
If you
think
want
just,
it.
I can't tell if I do.
Yeah.
I got my period today,
Yeah.
and there was a split second where I got sad. And I'm like,
I-
does that mean I want kids? I can't tell. And
I
then
feel
te-
it the same. I felt the same way.
Is
I was
that
like,
weird?
because you think is this like
Like,
it's
is
like
this-
you once you learn so much about the female body so much later than you should have. You should have learned it in sex ed class. Hey
yeah,
guys,
learn nothing.
they didn't teach us anything. I'm like around like 30 years old looking at like this app going, that's when I'm fertile. Okay,
Yeah.
they're like, if you have sex, you're gonna be pregnant. No, that's not
Exactly.
true.
No,
That's
it's
not true.
definitely
You
not
have
true.
to do it like those 3. There's 3 days. You pick those days. You just pump it out. Boom, boom,
Okay.
boom. And it's not romantic. You just make it happen.
You're just get it in. Come inside me, damn it. We have a window. No, I don't. I don't know my window. We were on the cruise, very drunk, and he was
Yeah.
coming beside me.
Yeah.
Not a lot of garbage cans in that cruise.
I
I don't
haven't.
know what that has to do with anything else, but that's my one.
Yeah,
one
yeah.
thing there's not
I mean,
garbage.
listen, I don't know your partner, but I feel like you guys have like some pure great things, love especially going on.
We
So
got
you
stuff
could-
going on.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
we
you know.
we love this man. We talk about him too much on here.
Yeah, hey, we don't need to talk about
I know. I love talking about him. But I'm like, we've talked about him enough. This is about you. I want to discuss you and your children. I'm kidding. You and your children. This is all about children. Do you keep them off online?
No, I share them, and like I've made like I just recently put you on my close friends list, even though we're not close friends yet. But it's like a safe place where I'm like, it's okay if these people see this about my life.
Yes, close friends are fine. I'm on a really bad TikTok. I'm on a bad TikTok algorithm right now where it's child because I see stuff of my sister's a brand new baby and she's so fun cute. So I told my sister or my parents to have a closed account because there's sick stuff going out there. And I got this one TikTok of this girl who was saying she works where she arrests child molesters. She works in the bureau, and she was saying that like the majority of men take photos from people's Instagram and
believe
Facebook
that.
and screenshot them and put them on the dark web.
That's disgusting. Yep.
It's so fucked up. I mean, I don't want to scare you by saying this, but I'm like, that's why I'm like, if you have children and you have them out there, it doesn't matter. That's what apparently that's like 90% of the photos on the dark web.
Yeah, I have no problem just getting rid of anything I have. I know that there were some times when they're like super cute. You're like, oh my gosh, that was so funny.
And you're like,
but you should probably, it's probably
It's sick.
safest. But it's hard to.
sick.
What do you? Yeah, it is.
It's also you want to show off
disgusting.
you have cute kids.
Yeah, yeah.
The heck.
But it's okay. That's like the bad part of social media. It's like the good part is like making people laugh and making people happy, but the bad part is the nasty.
There's so much. Do you get trolled a lot?
I get trolled. Yeah, I left a comment once. I hope you die slow.
Huh.
I was like, I'm gonna save that one, baby.
I don't get die a lot. I just get like really specific stuff to my appearance or like how I think I'm funny.
Ugh.
I also TikTok now. I don't know what's happened. My last two videos I've been taken down for community guidelines, and I haven't even barely said anything.
My TikTok is just inactive in general. Like it's right now. It just seems to go in waves. Like sometimes you'll get something real. It's 80-20, right? You go like this. You pretend you show your boobs, and they're like, oh my gosh, millions. If then all of a sudden it's 400 views, and I just don't really. I'm just like, it's not my place. It's more of like I throw stuff away over there. Is that,
Yeah. I try. I mean, I have a schedule, and
Yeah.
it's like 2 weeks out of my posting schedule. Wow. I'm that.
I love that though. I love that.
It's a little insane. Like every day, and I have the times I post, and I have the exact clip I'm going to post.
I
and
love
have,
that.
who I'm going to collab with. I have the thumbnails ready to go. I'm like, I can't live like this forever.
Well, it's working.
It's slow. Slowly.
It's working. I don't know. I mean, I think. I don't know. I don't think so. I think what you're doing is working really well.
Yeah, it's a slow build. It's all. I think I'm a shadow band again. It's a whole thing. All I talk about is I always complain about this. Everyone on here is probably like, we've heard it enough.
Oh, I've been doing this.
It's
That's
nonstop.
I've been doing this for over 10 years.
Yeah, 'cause
it's
you
so
have it on
slow.
Vine.
Yeah, I mean,
Fuck.
this is like super slow. I'm just kind of like it's with all the shit that's out there. It's like I think what I needed most was balance. So it's like, well, and also being an actor, like that's what I do. That's the main thing I do, and so that's hard to make money consistently. And it's hard to even get health insurance right through the union. So it's like you just have to balance and go, okay, I'm gonna do these ads when they're around because you know what, it's not the same like it was in the 90s.
Oh, no. I don't make enough to get fucking insurance through fucking actress. Suck my ass. Not actress. SAG. Actress is a Canadian one. SAG can suck my ass. They're like, no, you don't qualify. I'm like, okay. I auditioned.
You saved yourself a couple
infrequently.
$1,000.
I just auditioned recently for something. Didn't get it. Casting said they loved it. Did they? The only thing I've been offered recently, a guy wanted me to audition for this secret commercial where I was a rugby player. And I
Cool,
was
that's
like,
awesome.
I'm not doing this.
You're not doing it?
I'm not doing this.
Okay.
I'm not doing.
Okay.
Also,
well then that's it.
Also, I'm not auditioning for it.
Okay.
Look at my face and body. Why do I have to audition to be a rugby player? I obviously played.
Yeah. Oh, I thought they just offered it.
No.
Oh no.
Sends in a tape. Suck my butt.
Yeah,
I'm not doing this.
I love getting offered because I'm like,
Love an
thanks.
offer.
I'm like, good, thank you. You want me? Great. Great. I don't want, I'm like,
Offer's
do I?
the way to go.
Yeah.
Very
yeah.
infrequent, the offers.
But you get that part with the Bill Burr movie.
That was him specifically writing it for me.
Yeah, because that's freaking amazing.
That was a very specific, exact what.
That is a gift. That is a gift down from the heavens. I mean,
that's what we'd like to happen forever. It's
it
so much
will.
easier.
It's already happening.
It's happened one time.
Well, it'll happen.
I mean,
more.
it's a great time. Calling all romance lovers. If you read 50 Shades of Grey, Beach Read, or The Spanish Love Deception, I have the perfect app for you. Dipsea is the female-founded app for spicy audiobooks and more. Created by women, for women. Their app has over 1,000 spicy audiobooks, all crafted by a team of professional writers and top-tier narrators. Whether you're looking for a rugged cowboy or a Scottish sailor, fae royalty or the god of the underworld, you'll find characters you love on Dipsea. With their easy-to-explore app, you can search for your favorite romance genres like contemporary, historical, dark, sports, western, romantasy, sapphic, and more. New chapters are released every week, so you'll always find something new to enjoy. I just found out about Dipsea, and I'm about to start my first free trial because I'm excited. I'm tired of looking at stuff. You know, sometimes it's, you know what I'm talking about, the videos with the naked people. I think I need to expand my horizons a bit more. I got lots of time on these airplanes. I need to start listening to something more sultry. Get myself all worked up on these United flights. So I'm very excited to try Dipsea, and I'm going to keep you posted because it looks very cool, and I love the fact that it's for women by women. This is all something I like to get behind. For listeners of the show, Dipsea is offering an extended 30-day free trial when you go to dipseastories.com/Steph. That's 30 days of full access for free when you go to dipseastories.com/Steph. dipseastories.com/Steph. You know when you discover a new binge-worthy show or a song that you bump on repeat and have to share it with your friends so they can experience just how awesome it is? That's kind of what it feels like when you discover that Mint Mobile offers premium wireless for $15 a month when you purchase a 3-month plan. It's such an awesome deal. There's no way you can keep it to yourself. I'll tell you why Mint Mobile is great. It's $15 a month. You can't get a foot-long sub for that price anymore. I was paying $150 a month with T-Mobile. And then the second I get to Canada, my phone wouldn't work. So guess what? We've switched over, baby. We're using Mint Mobile. $15 a month. I can spend my money on anything else now because this is nothing. This is literally 15-foot-long subs. This is crazy. Mint Mobile is where to go. Switch over now if you haven't because you're missing out on a huge deal. Look, friends don't let friends overpay for wireless. So say ta-ta to your overpriced wireless plan and switch to Mint Mobile. Mint Mobile is here to rescue you and your squad with premium wireless plans starting at $15 a month. All plans come with high-speed data and unlimited talk and text delivered on the nation's largest 5G network. Use your own phone with any Mint Mobile plan and bring your phone number along and all your existing contacts. Ditch overpriced wireless with Mint Mobile's deal and get 3 months premium wireless service for $15 a month. To get this new customer offer and your new 3-month premium wireless plan for just $15 a month, go to mintmobile.com/Steph. That's mintmobile.com/Steph. Cut your wireless bill to $15 a month at mintmobile.com/Steph. $45 upfront payment required, equivalent to $15 a month. New customers on first 3-month plan only. Speed slower above 40 gigabytes on unlimited plan. Additional taxes, fees, and restrictions apply. See Mint Mobile for details. Let's get into bod stuff. You got bod?
Oh yeah, I got bod stuff.
I love bod stuff.
Because I had 2 kids. I thought about this.
Okay.
Yeah. So so right now it's just bod stuff.
Yes.
Yeah.
Unless you have anything else you want to say.
Oh, I have like a bunch of different things that I was thinking about. Oh, and then the other thing is something you've seen that's awful.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. We know you have that. We know. I can tell you're excited for that one. But
Yeah.
I want to get into the bod stuff.
The vagina is a black hole.
Mm-hmm.
And when the baby exits, that is when a star is born. No,
Yes.
It's amazing. It's amazing. The vagina can do a lot of crazy things, and the way it heals so quickly. You're like, oh, I'm suddenly supposed to forget about this and then do it again.
Did you do both vaginas?
Did I do both vaginas? Yeah.
Both vagina births.
Yes, I did both vagina births.
Okay,
I
okay.
did both vagina births.
Because I feel like I heard you can choose to do cesarean.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, I have a friend of mine that's like, I think some people they don't have wide enough hips.
Yeah.
Right?
Or you just kind of want to. I heard that, but then when someone explained that they put all the body parts on like a countertop. I don't know why I picked like
Ooh.
a marble counter. I was like,
I-
it's obviously
well-
not. It's like where they put like a bin,
I
like
don't-
a sterilized bin. I don't know why that grossed me out. Like,
Yeah, because
when you leave your stuff in the airport, you're just putting all your
and then like also so much trust.
a lot of trust to put them back in the right spot. They should
Yeah.
move around. But okay, so you.
Okay, but like, yeah, let's talk about like there's some body stuff. Like that was the one thing I was thinking. Like, I turn.
Did you get the epidural?
Oh yes, absolutely. You still feel it. You still feel it.
You still feel it?
Yeah, you still feel it. You still feel. I was always worried about like, will I know when to push? You do because you're on the fentanyl. You're on all this stuff. You're shaking. You're cold, and then the machines are there, and you have a friend, the nurse. You make friends with the nurse, and you're holding hands, and you think you're gonna know him forever.
You never.
And they get you through the whole thing.
Wow.
I remember my my water didn't break, right? So I'm on this is my first kiddo, so my water didn't break. They're like, okay, we're gonna come in, we're just gonna like swoop you. And she goes like this with her pinky. I'm gonna need you to push as hard as you can. And I was like, okay, all right. And I was just so pumped. I was like, I'm not gonna screw this up. I'm gonna do a good job. And so I'm sitting there, and she's like, okay, on the count of 3, I'm gonna have you push as hard as you can. And so I just did. And as I did, I remember seeing in my peripheral vision this wave, like this, and the nurse just gets hit.
Oh, the face?
All my juices all over, and she just stood there like this, and she's like, "I'll be right back." And I was like, I did it. I did it.
That's how you break a water?
Well, it's how I did.
But that's how much.
It's not like the movies, but it was like that for me. Yes,
I was like-
I saw
like,
the
wait a
splash come up.
second,
Like there
this
was a
is-
splash. It was an actual water left me, and it must have maybe more of it went this direction. But I saw it hit her right because I was just going like this.
This is like squirting.
Yeah, and a very intense squirting. Yeah.
Hey, sometimes it can come out pretty hard. It's like a fire hose sometimes on there.
Is it pee and other things?
Look, this has been a big discussion. I discussed
Okay.
it on stage. I am, and I'm saying this out loud because I need to follow up with it. My manager is reaching out to Bill Nye.
Okay.
I'm dead ass serious.
Oh, good.
Because I want to put this to the test. I want to piss in a cup. I want to put my squirt in a cup, and I want to fucking test it. Because there's been like one article on it, and like I got
No one
an
wants
argument
to
with
talk
a woman
about
at
it.
a show.
Yeah.
Who's like, it's piss. I'm like, do you squirt? She goes, no. I'm like, then you don't fucking know.
Yeah, you don't know.
It's very hard to explain exactly. Does it come from the same spot? Yes. Is there a little bit? Probably yes.
Yeah, probably yes. Probably a little bit.
Yes, there's definitely a little bit, but the amount that comes out is not normal to the amount that I piss. It's a separate. It's a completely different.
It's very possible that it could just be coming right out
It's
of
coming
of,
from something else.
What do we have? So many things in there. We got
I
placenta,
want
we got
somebody to go
uterus.
in there, and I want someone to test it, and I'll be the tester. I'll drink my piss. I will put it'll be a swirly straw. I'll make it fun.
127 hours with Steph Tolev
I will do this, and I will test both of them, and I'll have big old swig. People drink their pee.
to get through. Yeah, if you're thirsty,
Well,
you have no
other
water.
people actually just drink it just for.
Who?
There's a comedian I know. She drinks her piss every morning. It's very bizarre. Apparently, it's good for you. I don't know exacts. I don't do it. I tasted my own piss, my own squirt. I mean, yes.
Is this like a new? It's like a new
It's like
health
a new
thing.
thing. Yeah. I don't know. Apparently, it's the first. Cup.
I believe you because it's so crazy.
People do anything. I bet people poop in a cup and lick it like a little poop cup lick. I don't know what's going on. People are doing gross stuff.
Yeah.
They're getting mad at my comedy in this podcast. We're all gross. I don't know.
Everyone takes poo poos.
Everyone. I love the way you call them poop.
And real quick, if you want to, because I'm going to show this to my kids, right? I'm going to show this podcast to my kids.
Yes, you should definitely show this podcast.
And when, anyone out there, relationship advice. I was just talking to someone about this. If you want to have a good relationship, straight up, like you got to look into each other's buttholes.
I just looked at my boyfriends.
And that's why things are going well because you've seen the things that people don't want to share. And if you're that honest with somebody, it's going to go well because you
I
don't
think
have
so.
it. I mean, don't you feel really relaxed, right?
Yes.
It's nice to feel relaxed.
It's going to feel relaxed. I feel comfortable.
Jesus
Yes,
Christ.
yes,
I mean,
yes.
that's all you want. You want to just have a good time, leave, and then not be self-sabotaging yourself, going,
Because it's a lot.
you know. I
yes.
remember I remember getting anxiety about texting. You know, like when I first started dating my husband, like this text, and then I would take it and I'd put it in the notes and I'd read it and I'd be like, is this chill? Is this
Oh my
is this breeze?
God.
Yeah, like I don't like, and I was just like, and then after a while I was like, you know what? Listen, I'm getting a divorce, smoking cigarettes, drinking vodka tonics. This is me. Do you like it or not? And that was the way I should have been the whole time. That's the way to be.
See, now you found the right person.
Yeah.
There it is. Did you get hemorrhoids
Oh yeah,
after giving birth?
yeah.
Because I have them now, and they're I'm
pH
eating a lot
wipes.
of fiber pills, and it's not.
Oh, I like Metamucil, and also pH wipes. Always are great
pH
because they
wipes.
also smell nice and fresh. And but they have the witch hazel in there. They have.
Oh, because I've been using the Tux, the little.
Oh yeah,
pads.
those
I
are
got-
good too. I got,
Okay, yeah,
and
yeah.
that's what you use it too. Like after when you're healing all down there too. That's
Yes,
good.
my
Those are
sister used the
perfect.
Tux after the healing. So did you? Was it after the first one? Was it like a lot?
When I had
after-
extra tucks, I used that for hemorrhoids as well.
Yeah, those are okay. Yeah, those are. That's why I have them specifically for the.
You push too hard when you poo.
No,
No.
it's mine was for diarrhea.
Oh,
Too much information.
that's all right.
Yeah, no, because I thought because I don't push.
Yeah.
I always have diarrhea. I'm like I'm not pushing, and they're like, yeah, it's also from most of it's from diarrhea.
Metamucil.
I'm doing it now.
You are doing it.
I'm doing
How
it.
do you
I'm
like
putting
it?
in my
Because it is
cup.
kind of nice to like. It's
don't
like
hate it.
smooth and it's like okay.
I
That was
also
easy.
I have these sugar-free gummies, and I have like 3 a day.
Great.
They're 5 milligrams each, 5 grams. I don't know. I'm supposed to have a lot. Got a lot going on down there. I have to update the people. I got Kybella done.
Oh wait.
Have you
Wait,
heard of Kybella?
I've heard of it. Wait, can you explain what
Yes,
it is?
Kybella is injections. So I
Okay.
used to have a double chin.
Okay.
So I got them injected in my double chin, and it like flares up. It's like it eats fat. It's acid that eats fat.
It eats
It's
fat.
apparently a natural acid. It's the only FDA approved.
Okay.
If that makes anyone feel better, but I say that to myself, so I feel better. But I got it in my stomach,
Okay.
so I've been very self-conscious of. I have a stomach that looks like I've given birth. I have like a little paunch right there.
Well, that's
It's being a woman. I get it. I
Yeah.
don't like it.
Yeah,
It's-
no, I
doesn't-
get it. I get
it's
it.
not
You don't
going
like
away.
it. Yeah,
it's,
and
it's,
that's-
it's the one part of the body. It's like everything else is, and there's just this little thing, and like
Right.
because also I'm editing my own clips. I see my son all the time. I'm
yeah.
staring at it.
That's the worst part about doing what we do. We have to look and go,
I'm looking at myself all the time.
and no one's seeing what we see.
No one seems to see, and like I'm putting the word. If you notice my videos, here's a little tip. I put all the words right over top of my gut, but I'm like because of the fucking jumpsuits.
That's what she's doing.
That's
Yeah.
what I'm doing. The jumpsuits, it's all folded, it's all fucked.
Oh, sorry, Susan.
So here we go.
Yeah.
She's fine. I got the Kybella down in my stomach, and which it's mostly it's supposed to be for smaller areas of fat.
Okay.
So like this, when we get this thing,
Oh,
clean
that's
here,
great.
they get the
That's a good
arms,
spot for it, right?
Double chin.
Great.
But I got it on the gut.
You feel good or bad about it?
I feel good about it,
Good.
except I'm getting some severe bruising so badly that I had to go back in yesterday, and they had to check. So I sent a photo,
Okay.
and they go, "Can you come in?" And I went, "I'm dying." So right away, I'm like,
Yeah.
"The acid's moved into my body."
You
I
hypochondriac a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. WebMD, baby.
My organs are gone.
Yeah.
And I'll never be able to again. It's fine. It's just some internal bruising that
Yeah.
might take 3 weeks to go away.
Yeah.
But it's already feeling better, but I need 3 sessions.
I had after I was breastfeeding, the skin in my tatas just
Went fully
it was
down.
like it just was and there was no, and I loved I loved breastfeeding, not that so much, but looking at my boobs because I never had boobs.
Okay, yeah.
So I was like, wow, look at these voluptuous titties.
Yeah.
I'm sexy, and
Yeah.
so when they went away, I was sad. So I got a little lift me up.
Okay.
Yeah, and I
Not a lot, small.
no, just made it. I was like, I was so scared about it looking like I did something.
No.
But he was a very good doctor, and I was like, I feel great. I feel good about it.
And this is here's the thing.
Yeah.
It's our fucking body, it's our choice. I hate saying this, but people are always like, just do sit-ups, just do whatever. I don't like the way it looks.
Yeah, and
If we
also
don't like-
you can
we-
do as many steps as you want. Stuff sometimes just
Sorry.
ain't going away.
I'm at the gym. I was at the gym at 6 a.m. this morning. Guess what? It's not going away, and
Yeah.
I'm trying very hard. You want to not look like that? This is simply it. It's like also fuck off. I'm allowed to do the fucking one. I just got new Botox. It's sitting in quite
nice.
nicely.
Nice. Very good.
Right in the eyebrows.
Very good.
Looking pretty good.
Very good.
Someone commented the other day, and I was very.
This is the
annoyed by
worst
this
part
comment.
about commenting is
Well,
that they say
she
stuff they
DM'd
don't
me.
know. Yeah.
She goes, "Oh my god, it was like a weird backhanded comment. She's like, your legs are so nice, but you have the face and the torso of a 40-year-old, but the legs of a 15-year-old. What's your secret?" I'm like,
She commented that?
she DM'd it,
She DM'd it?
and I'm like, I get you trying to be nice about my
As
fucking.
if is she friends with you?
No, she's the fan. I'm like, well, what the heck is this?
Hey, take a look at yourself and see if you like getting the message like that. Okay.
Yeah, I was like, a 40-year-old torso. I'm
Hey,
Kybella
stranger.
better
Let's let's read things before we send them
So
out.
did you get a little? Did they go in the nipple in thing?
It's underneath. So
Oh, the underneath.
underneath.
Okay.
Well, that's where the cut is,
okay.
and then they put in there. Shoot,
We've had. I saw. I had a girl on here, and she
still a
showed me
little
hers.
numb.
She showed me. It's fresh.
It's a little numb still. I've been. It'll be numb. I mean, it could be numb. I don't know. I've looked up on Google. It could be numb for a while.
Oh, is it new?
Yeah, it's newish.
Oh,
yeah,
oh,
this is
okay.
newish. So
Oh,
like
okay.
I can feel everything until like not feel. So then when my husband's all like, I'm like, I don't feel
Oh,
any
is
of
he
that.
loving them?
Yeah.
He's-
I'm like, you need to get a vasectomy
yeah,
now.
he probably did it. Did he do a classic like your body, your choice, whatever you want? And then he's like, like motorboating you all the time now.
Yes.
Whatever you want, you walk in. He's been rock hard this whole time since.
Oh yeah. He's like, babe, whatever you want to get. Like, you know, the
Oh,
doctor.
I would
she
if I got because my friend Allison, same thing. She had really like I was always so jealous of her tits because she did like perkies,
Mm-hmm.
like literally ski slopes, and she's like they're not like that anymore after the breastfeeding.
Yeah.
because they go completely down.
Oh, just yeah.
Oh, I'll be. Oh, you wait a couple more years. We're getting perky.
Yeah,
We're
and,
getting perked
that's
up,
the
we're
way they
getting
ask
sucked
because some
out.
people want them to look. You know, some people want to have that look that you can see them and they can do whatever they want. You can do whatever you want.
Anyone can
Do
do
what you
whatever you want.
want.
Hey, you don't like this podcast? I don't know why you're listening to it. I
ya.
hate to break it to you. I hate to break it to you. There's a lot of podcasts. Joe
We'll miss
Rogan
you.
has a podcast. People seem to love that. Okay, so just nummy. And how is the scar? Are you using like scar cream and stuff?
I don't even use it anymore. Like I went back to do a couple checkups and he's like, looks great. I'm like, great. I'm like, do I need to put like vitamin E? He's like, nah.
Oh fuck.
I think I'm a quick healer.
Oh.
And
So that heal quick too.
yeah,
The-
the vagina. I mean, before I had a kid, I remember thinking like, oh, it's gonna be forever before I can have sex. It's gonna be forever before I can do anything. Because right, you're just like it's like having a you know, like what's worse than a UTI?
yeah.
I mean, I almost might take a yeast infection, a
Oh,
UC
yeast
over
is
a
better
UTI.
than UTI. Oh yeah.
UTI makes you feel like you don't know what to do.
UTI is literally a knife in your pee hole.
Yeah, and you don't know how to be comfortable.
You can't. 'cause
Like
you,
I couldn't sit here and talk to you.
no. You can't sit here and you can't pee.
Right. And,
Peeing is.
and that's what it feels like.
Yeah.
I think after you know, really a lot when you're done having a baby for a while, you have to like spray water on yourself, get a balanced pH thing going on, and there's a lot of yeah. I don't know where I was going, but there was some reason why I was
This is
saying that.
healing fast. You're saying,
Healing
yeah, yeah,
fast,
yeah.
but then all of a sudden, isn't it funny how your body will be like, you have an ear infection. I want, the worst thing you could ever have.
Mm-hmm.
Personally, for me, like when I have an ear infection, it's I have very small eustachian tubes. I've also gone crazy on that. Yeah, I know, and that's what makes you. I've had.
when you're off balance and everything.
Yeah,
oh,
I had an ear
fuck.
infection for like 4 months when I was in 5th grade. Like goofy, and it makes you crazy. Like I would hex an ear infection on someone that I didn't like. I'd be like, I hope you get the worst ear infection.
Because it's so bad. It's so
Because it
bad.
is so bad. So, but isn't our body funny? Like when that heals, it's almost like
Yeah.
suddenly we forgot all the pain we were in, and it's like, what are we doing right now? And it's kind of beautiful in that way, but also like, why wouldn't I just sit there and go, thank God I don't feel that way anymore? It's just like we move on.
It is hard. You know what? It is fucked up. It's nothing. I was thinking that because I had norovirus and it's like such a quick little virus. But I was like, I'm dying. I'm never gonna feel this. And then the next day I was like drinking. I was like, I should have been like not drinking, but I should have been like, thank somebody.
Yeah,
Thank my body.
sit
for
out in some
healing.
grass
Yes,
and just
yes.
have some time to yourself and go,
Yeah.
thank God, or whatever you want to
Yeah,
thank,
yeah, yeah.
whoever. Thank nature.
It's like the Kybella is like already working.
Yeah.
So it's already eating away the fat cells. So my stomach's looking a little smaller. Not a lot, but like when I first got done, it swells up. So I had like, it was like, I had to wear like, I always wore a dress on stage. Picture me in a little sundress on
Hey,
stage.
I think it was sweet.
I couldn't do it. I had to wear an oversized fucking jumper. But
Were you just
I
like
was
showing? Were you flashing
Oh, I
people?
was flashing. But people are like, "What are you wearing?" I'm like, I'm like, I can't. I look pregnant. That's the problem. It's like I don't want to all of a sudden be pregnant and then I have to explain. I explained on stage what it was because like it is, and then I couldn't get stoned for like a week because
Why?
then I spiral out.
Oh,
There's
yeah,
acid
yeah.
in my
Okay.
stomach and then I
Okay.
get all fucked up.
Yeah,
over it,
yeah,
and then
that's
I'm, like,
not good.
Reading weird shit online. I'm like, why am I?
No,
And then
yeah.
this bruising
heart's
thing.
going-
And I was like, I'm like, I don't need to. I'm like, it's already. Also, one of my friends was like, have you really done research on it? I'm like, it's already inside me.
Yeah.
Don't fucking freak me out. 'Cause she's like, she said it wasn't FDA approved. And then I Googled it and it's the only drug that is for fat burning cells. Whatever. It doesn't matter if it is.
Oh,
It's in there. It works. I no longer have a double chin. I'll have no longer have a gut. And that's that. And there it is. I have, no, I have a lot of money, but I'm like, I don't have kids, so I can,
Yeah.
I can pump
Yeah.
it into my gut.
No, I
It's
mean-
going to cost pretty pennies. It's not cheap to get rid of the old stomach fat.
it's always a conversation when I'm like, listen, babe, I'm going to take this money and I'm doing this with this,
Yeah,
okay?
yeah, yeah.
Just so you know, so you can still think I'm hot and I can still be confident, so I'm hot when I'm
Yes. Yeah,
I mean, listen,
yeah.
confidence is everything. It doesn't. You don't need to be cocky to be confident. Just confidence in your body is it's everything.
It really is. That's why it's really annoying when people come at people's looks online too. It's like, because I get a lot of comments on my nose still, and I'm like, I accepted it, but now I'm like, fucking Russell Peters was on here and he told me that it doesn't stop growing, and I'm like, well, then I might have to get a nose job in a couple years.
Yeah,
not
well-
soon, but like in 10 years, if this thing doubles, I'm not doing Adrian Brody. We got to get this shaved down. I'm not fucking. That's crazy. He
Listen,
can
I
sleep
heard
back.
if you pick your nose and you pick your ears, it'll keep the cartilage just stretching out.
If
So
you
I told
pick
my
it,
husband
that's it.
when my husband picks his nose with his index finger, I'm like, if you keep doing that, your nostrils are gonna get
he
wider
pick in
and
front of
wider.
you?
He picks right in front of me.
I want Jefferson too, because I'll see him do it. I'll come in, I'll go, you're picking your nose, and he'll go, what? And I'm like, I just saw you. He's like, oh yeah. I'm like, just do it in front of me.
Yeah, and he's
I don't know
like,
why the hiding it is weird. He just rubs it on the dog. No, he doesn't do that. Okay, wait. Do you have more bod stuff?
I mean.
Any other?
I mean,
surgeries?
anything like, I used to have a huge bump, Osgood Schlatter.
Oh, I haven't heard that word in a
Yeah,
while.
yeah.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, I had a really, I had even a bigger one than I do now. But I used to call it Mount McKinley. So I didn't shave in a while. So I had a big one
forgot
about to
Osgood.
here.
What is that again?
And I used to like draw a smiley face and two eyes. Here when I was little. No, after soccer and stuff. It's when your bone keeps growing, and you're not getting taller.
Okay.
I think there's probably better, but that's.
What do you shave it down? What are they doing there?
Well, at a certain point, most people, I don't think get anything done to it. I have a scar there, if you can see.
Yeah.
But about 10 years ago, it was just so painful that I would want to take a knife to it.
Really?
Like I would feel like restless leg syndrome pain, because it's like a pain that you grow up with. You make it so it's not pain,
Yeah.
and then but then you start working on yourself, and you're like, I feel pain here.
Yeah. Something.
And then you're like, well, I've been living with this for a long time. And then you just want to, I mean, it was out to here.
Oh shit.
And, and even still, like if I go to I'm trying to go to classes like every other day now, just to for myself, 6 a.m. Like when I have to
Yoga?
get down
What
on
are you doing?
Pilates. When I have to go on my knee, it hurts because it's like a little,
Yeah,
it's like a little poker.
Yeah, yeah.
If I sit on my husband, he's like, oh, you're Osgood. You're poking me with your Osgood knife. So
6 a.m. Pilates you're doing.
well, it's the only time I get to myself, Steph.
That's okay. How I did the
It's
gym early
painful.
this morning for the first time ever.
Yeah.
It's not good.
Yeah.
How are you waking up? What time do you have to get up? At 5? You have the coffee in you?
If I don't cancel it right, I'll get charged, if it's within the first 24 hours. So I make I'll just drag myself. It's 5
No
minutes
coffee.
away. Yeah. I put on my little sockies. I get in the car and I'm just, and I lay down. And as soon as thankfully it's 5 minutes away.
Oh my God.
And that's it.
Fucking
That's the only way
6
that works.
a.m.
I know. But it is making me feel better. Doing exercise of any that, my brain feels better.
I feel like at this age, I don't even feel like I'm losing any weight. It's just maintaining the exact shape I have. And I don't want this shape. I'm trying to get the shape down, but it's like, I don't know what else to do here.
I mean,
everything's eating. I'm like, I ate one meal yesterday. What am I eating? Am I sleep eating? I am at the point. I'm like, am I going to McDonald's
Steph,
in
when
my
I-
car and sleep eating? Because I don't understand how.
2
I'm living.
a.m. I will if I make spaghetti bolognese, I will hit the refrigerator so fucking hard. There's been times where I've gone into the fridge, I'll creep in there, and that's one thing I'm actually scared of is when we were talking about dying. But that's one thing I'm scared about. That'd be the worst way of dying is if I'm in the kitchen huffing bolognese and then I choke and no one's there to help me.
Oh God!
Because it'll be like a fast ravaging,
yeah,
and then
yeah.
I'm like, oh, I'm full, I can go sleep. Because I like going to bed full.
So do I.
Yeah.
I love lying down right after I eat. And,
Yeah.
You can do. I've also lied down and eat at the same time, which is
That's
gross.
hard,
I
but
wouldn't
hey.
recommend that. But you can do it with a soup or a stew. It really slips down.
A long straw.
there. A long straw.
Yeah,
and
long
a
straw.
Slippery noodle right down the old gullet. That would be. Would you have sauce over your face too? Would you
Oh yeah,
throw
I'll
sauce
wake up and have a little red crusty, and he'll be like,
yeah.
"What did you do last night?" But yeah, it's like if it's the maintaining you don't want to eat 2 bowls. Right? My
One
grandma
and
would call it goobly gobbly. It was just like a poor man's meal, a Sicilian meat, onions, and noodles and a little tomato sauce. but it's delicious. It's delicious. Oh, I would eat sometimes when I was younger. I would eat so much of it that I remember crying like on the couch, being like, I ate too much food. Like I was just so
Like
fucking full.
Yeah.
But now, since I'm an adult, I'll have one and I'll go, I'm going to wait and I'll be full in 5 minutes. Chill.
It's hard to do that.
2
that
a.m.
waiting
hungry
if it
again.
makes- I try now. I just avoid buying anything because you have kids snacks at the house. You must have kids snacks.
Yeah, but I know it's hard. It's hard.
Tell you
'Cause
what,
I was-
if you get me around Welch's, I love a Welch's snack.
Ooh.
I could plow 28 bags.
You just made me think
right
of
now.
Welch's grape soda.
I sucked that back as a kid. Just pure sugar.
It's so good. It's so good and it's so
It's so I did that with orange pop as a kid. McDonald's orange pop. God, like my parents would make it in like coolers. We'd have like dancing events and they get like
how
the powder.
fun, yes.
And I'd be like, no, put less water, more powder. And then my teeth
go,
would be like
sweetheart.
orange for like a week. So gross. God, I hate that we have to think about every little thing we put in. That's why I'm like, I did sugar-free fucking
Willpower's out
fiber
the window.
gummies. Like
Yeah.
that's where I'm at. 'Cause
Yeah,
otherwise I eat the whole
know.
fucking thing.
Like, you know what it is like the thin, like these thin Oreos, right? Delicious. I can't buy them and leave them in the house. Me and my husband have no willpower when it comes to that. Like if we know it's in the fridge, I'll be like, and it's gone.
Yeah.
I mean, I can just put down a whole row of those, easy, because it's delicious and crunchy and good, and you want to eat them quick. You want them, when you have a good batch of peanut butter peanut M&Ms, like a good batch of wheat thins. When it's good, you're like, this is a
Oh,
good
the
batch. This is a
extra
good box.
seasoning?
Yeah. You're like, it's a good box. Like sometimes they aren't tasting that great. When they are, you want to get them.
I had a whole
'Cause,
box
it's not
of
gonna
nut
last.
thins yesterday. I love nut thins.
They're great. They're great.
They're not good for you. I'm
Well,
like, they're good. The ranch ones.
They make it. Their label makes you feel like it's good for
It
you.
does. It's like gluten-free nut
Yeah,
thins.
I'm gonna
thin.
eat a whole thing of cheese with this.
I ate a whole thing of hummus, and then you know how sick I was.
What?
The bottom had a bunch of extra little ranch seasoning,
You're sick.
and I dumped it into my hummus, and I dumped it. I was like, this is. I know this is the grossest thing I eat.
Yeah.
I'll have a nut thin, huge scoop of cottage cheese.
Yeah.
And then balsamic glaze.
You huck-toed that.
I knocked down a whole thing of fucking cottage cheese yesterday. It was disgusting. But is that bad for you? In my head, I'm like, it's balsamic glaze and cottage cheese. It's bad.
I mean, it's Twinkies are bad for you, but
And
we,
I put
we eat those.
glaze and cottage cheese on those too.
Yeah.
Wait, what's the worst body thing you've ever heard?
The worst body thing I've ever heard. Oh, okay. Or seen?
Yes. Oh no, you've seen something.
Okay. Have you ever seen Bone Tomahawk?
No.
Okay. I
What's
like
Bone-
westerns. It's been a while since I've seen a good one, but I love Tombstone. I like Bone Tomahawk was one of these like hardcore cowboy movies, and Kurt Russell's in it, and it's just like, oh my gosh, and they go into the mountains, and there's this like killer kind of haunting tribe, and I was hoping you'd seen it because I really think that
No.
you'd appreciate.
Explain. Keep explaining.
All right, so when they're in the torture area where they're keeping these women, they're probably raping them and killing them or whatever they're doing, or just also prisoners, right? Whatever. They take this guy and they flip him over, and they spread his legs apart, and they just chop him in half.
Chop them in half.
Chop him in half,
To that
starting at the
way?
wiener, hacking.
With one
Like a
with
knife,
saw
just
or like,
it's just like a machete knife,
and they show this like they
show the whole thing. And you go, well, this is a great movie. I might not watch it again, but I have watched it like 3 times.
And the guy's awake screaming. Do you know the actor that played that? You're that into this scene that you've seen. The actor.
I know.
knows
God bless him.
IMDb.
Yeah, it's movie making is just sometimes there's some magic, and that was one of those things. I thought that is the worst.
That is, and then it haunts you. I don't know what the fuck the movie is I saw years ago. I should have asked my uncle. I remember it was like a Christmas thing, and I was staying it was like Christmas Eve.
Yeah.
And all the kids were in bed, and
Yeah.
I couldn't sleep. And I remember I went down and I heard like this loud movie, and I looked. There was like two like stair banisters, and I looked, and it was this guy. He got like
Oh, this is
hit.
when you were young.
He was so
Okay, so
young.
you still remember this?
He got hit on the head, and I don't know, the fucking props department. This place was the amount of blood that was like gurgling out of this
Yeah.
guy's head, and like a chunk of his skull fell out. I don't know what the fuck this movie was, but it was so. I can still picture it.
Okay, hold on. What did he get hit with?
I think it was a hammer
Okay,
or like a sledgehammer.
sling blade.
Maybe. Well, I don't know. Does that sound familiar?
Billy Bob Sling Blade, right? But I love that scene, right?
know
Because
if it
it's
was
like you
Billy
love.
Bob. I was so young.
There's also I was thinking about one with Diane Lane and this. I forget his name. This
You watched a
awful.
lot of horrors. This is-
Well, it was like a romance movie.
and then the machete came out.
And then it came out, and I like revenge movies. I always get like that one thing that me and my dad can always bond over is like Equalizer 2. You know what I mean? Like I'll always want we'll always end up watching the whole thing. I'm like, yeah, yeah, get him. But yeah, Braveheart, Patriot. I just I was like, I don't want to, I know I don't like, but I really like, I'll watch it. There's a part when he's on the horse and like, they just killed his wife, right? And he's like on the horse and he's just like, he's gonna go back and he just like takes the thing in slow motion. He just goes, and I'm always like, like the fucking love that shit.
You're sick. We were in Amsterdam recently and we went through the Museum of Torture. That's one of the museums we went through. People usually see sex stuff. No, not us. But there was one thing that was kind of like that song thing you're talking about, where there's this one where they would just put somebody on a really sharp piece of wood, and they would have to sit there, and weights would pull them down.
Stop.
And they would just
stop it.
it was just a photo we saw. Though.
What
We
year
didn't
do you
see-
think they did this? Like
18. It was like years ago. Yeah.
in 18? That's not that long ago. That's like last year.
1800s? 1800s just last year.
It freaks me
just
out when I
around
think
the
about
corner.
1800s. I'm like, that was not long ago, guys.
There was a lot of this. If you're in Amsterdam, it's very weird. It stunk
that's
in there
rough.
so bad too. There was a lot of very bizarre old torture. I don't like those old torture things. It really.
Oh yeah, no, they're
gross me
sick.
out.
They're sick. Like when you think about like Robin Hood times, like they would have like they would have thumb torture or like weird. There was a really great spy movie with what's his name, tall guy, great actor, whatever. But like I sometimes and ever since I had kids like too like I think of I don't know as part of like postpartum or not, but it's starting to fade. But I will envision awful things. It just happens because you either anxiety or just. Yeah, I think it comes from anxiety and fear of just like not doing a good job or something.
Yeah.
The fingernail, I think of like fingernails, like being pulled
ripping
back.
I couldn't
Not
get this
okay.
necklace open the other day, and my thumb got.
No!
And I felt like my thumb. I was like, and I like told myself it was raised up, and I got all fucked up. And then it's your mind is worse than what reality is.
A bend back nail will make you like think about it later.
It's when she looks right at the camera, it makes me sick.
She's like, I hate when you cut my nails, Mom. When
I
you
don't
cut
cut her nails.
That's good.
Her
That's
breath smells so bad right now. I was this morning at the gym. This guy's breath was so bad I had to move machines.
Oh, that's not
because he was doing this. He was like, and it was going right directly, and I was like doing this one behind him, and it was like, I honestly almost was like, can you go home and brush your fucking mouth before you come to the gym? You can't be open if you're also the gym is, all you're doing is breathing.
You hope that someone loves them,
There's no one loves that mouth. That mouth should be burned to a crisp. I don't know what was going on.
It's hard to like. You have to tell people like I mean, when you love someone, you can be like, listen, you got to brush your teeth. But like when people don't know, you're just like, I hope someone can tell them. Because how are you going to meet somebody when you smell that bad?
I don't know. I luckily Jefferson has the cleanest mouth and teeth out of anybody I've ever met in my entire life. He brushes his teeth 700 times a day, so I'm like, I now brush mine more because of him.
Yeah, is it because he's a singer? No,
And he just has really good. I don't know.
He's just good hygiene.
he's
What's
insanely
sexier than
good-
good hygiene? Hey,
Nothing.
When you can look inside their butthole and you can say, "Hey, that's mine."
Oh, I saw that he had a little hemorrhoid too, and it made me much closer to him because he was trying to act like my hemorrhoid was gross, and then I saw his, and then I waited a couple days. I'm like, I saw your hemorrhoid.
Yeah.
And I like for some reason that like turned me on more, knowing that he had a little hemorrhoid. I don't think he knew that, but
That's-
where are we at? Okay, we have to wrap this up soon.
Okay,
Damn
okay.
it. What's the funniest way you think you would die?
Well, I told you about the spaghetti thing.
Yes.
I think the worst.
I forgot. I forgot
Just
about
like
the
getting
spaghetti
up
thing.
late to huff food and then no one can
Yes.
save me any choke because I have choked before.
You choked before?
I've choked before with like eating food too fast.
No, have someone had to give you the Heimlich?
No, I just was like, I just came to.
Did you have to learn the Heimlich? Did you learn all that because your kids?
No, I don't, but I should. I remember getting my CPR certified at some point, but I'm due for a renew, for sure.
Did you? I think I did it when I was really young because it's a baby's. Sorry. Yeah, at the camera.
He's representing. She's
Just sit
representing.
down. When you are a kid, and you have to like do on those like dummies.
Yeah.
You
I remember
do-
that. That's
I
exactly
don't
what I'm
even
talking
think
about.
we swabbed the mouths out when we were kids. We had this
Yeah.
little piece of thing this like little cloth you'd put on top. I remember it was like the city of Toronto would make us do this.
Oh wow, that's great. That's really cool.
Well, I did it for babysitting. I'd have to do
but
it.
it also makes you more sellable. Hey,
Well, I didn't
Don't
know.
go with Lindsay.
I
Go
didn't
with
know
me.
what
I have
was doing.
CPR.
I was like, if a kid chokes, I would like
Hey,
watch them eat
listen.
so
If you
carefully.
have the card, if you got the card certification,
I don't know
mom
if I
and
could
dads are
save
going to say, "I
someone.
want Steph to
I
babysit."
don't know if I could have saved someone. There's no way. I'd get there and be like, but I'm terrified now because my sister had to take a course because of the baby, because she took one because in case the baby chokes or something.
That's a great thing and everyone should should do it. Everyone should.
I watched the
There's
dog
nothing
one.
negative from it.
Because there's one, I saw a Rottweiler get a ball
Smart.
stock, and then I was like,
What do they do?
you have to turn them over and like put their neck out, and like it's so fucked up.
But it works.
I think it works. I mean, yeah. She's always sucking something back.
They're your children. I have a Doberman boxer boy named Lewis, and he's
Lewis?
and I say Lewis when I'm more serious, but he's Louis. Yeah,
Lewis.
yeah,
Oh,
and you know,
Lou
like
and Sue.
Lou and Sue.
They have to be.
I think actually they'd get along great. Actually,
She loves big dogs.
and it's just like they're your kids.
Do you? How cute was the dog and the baby? The first baby.
Very, very like lots of just he
you love them?
thankfully he's just like a lovey, dopey lover. Just kisses and sweets. Yeah.
Those are my. I don't have a kid, but all I watch is like baby and dogs videos. I'm like, they get me going. Whitney Cummings.
Yeah.
Did you see the video
Oh yeah.
posted today?
Oh yes. Oh my gosh, I saw that
actually
video.
Sobbed.
It's
Her
so
pit bull
sweet.
pushing the baby
To the end of the pool, I was like,
I was like, this is. I can't. I watched it 100 times, and I was like, I'm actually bawling at this. I have to put it away. Like, it was sick. That's sick.
no, I think. Well, hey, you have a big heart, and you love dogs.
Yeah, I have a big heart.
and you
I
love babies
dogs.
too. A little.
And
You like
I-
baby.
I-
You like love.
Maybe I love love.
You love love.
Well, I'm glad you came on this podcast.
Yeah, me too.
Thank you for sharing
Yeah,
your stuff.
yeah.
And where can everyone find you?
Well, I guess on Instagram.
Yes.
Yeah, it's Steph Barkley on Instagram, and
Not TikTok.
I mean, I think people at this point you can just googs.
Google. Can you Google? I don't know.
I don't know. You never know what you're gonna find.
You never know.
It could be.
You might find something. Thank you for coming on. Follow her on Instagram. She's
Yeah.
so fucking funny. She's
Yeah.
posting all the time. Very
I
funny
am
pictures.
I'm thrilled. I'm thrilled that I got to be me today.
Well, I'm thrilled to meet you. Now we're friends.
awesome.
This
It's
is
so
it.
cool.
I'm already in your close friend thing, so now
Yeah.
I'll add you to mine. I don't even know.
I'm glad that I didn't want it to be weird. So.
Okay, it's not. Thank you.
Steph